Good evening, I'm Bret Baier. The long-awaited or long-dreaded, depending on your point of view, rollout of the key element of the president's health care overhaul is underway. Much of the rest of Washington, though, is scaling back tonight as a partial government shutdown takes effect. We have Fox team coverage. Ed Henry is at the White House on harsh words exchanged in the blame game. But we begin with Chief National Correspondent Jim Engel. He tells us what's going on and what isn't in tonight's top story. Good evening, Jim.
Hello, Brett. Well, though much of the government was shut down, the Obamacare exchanges were open, or at least trying to open.
Technological glitches are significant. It's very difficult for consumers, agents, brokers, navigators, and all those using the system to actually use it.
Even though Russ Bolt and others expect the glitches to eventually be resolved, he said many agents today were advising their clients to wait several weeks to even try to sign up to avoid the early chaos.
As you know, the websites in many instances have crashed. The call centers are long waits. I have had a couple agents and brokers tell me today that if you like dealing with the DMV or the IRS, you'll love dealing with Obamacare.
There were similar experiences at a library in Atlanta trying to sign people up.
Just gotta wait. Stand by. Yeah, stand by.
President Obama explained the problems by saying it was because so many people wanted coverage, then compared it to a new product rollout.
Consider that just a couple of weeks ago, Apple rolled out a new mobile operating system. And within days, they found a glitch, so they fixed it. I don't remember anybody suggesting Apple should stop selling iPhones or iPads.
Of course, unlike insurance, no one is fined for not having an iPhone. While Obamacare will help the very poor and sick Americans, it does so by increasing rates on others, especially the young and healthy, without whom the law will face huge difficulties.
They absolutely will have the sharpest percentage increases because they will be subsidizing some of the more sick and older Hoosiers that are going to be integrated into that pool.
In fact, Indiana officials are expecting insurance costs to rise by 72%, and neighboring states are just as bad.
According to the insurance commissioner's office in Madison, Wisconsin, a 63-year-old is actually going to see an increase of 70%, and a 21-year-old is going to see an astonishing 125% increase in their health insurance costs.
The Ohio Department of Insurance estimates an average increase of 41% in premiums. One reason is that Obamacare requires a long list of essential benefits in every plan.
Just because the government thinks that they should have an insurance product that has all sorts of bells and whistles that people don't actually want.
And that means the young will be paying more than they otherwise would, more than they may be willing to pay. And as insurance prices rise, as officials signaled today, that may encourage more and more young people to drop out.
Again, the pool gets older and sicker, and this process repeats itself until you've got an insurance pool that's very expensive to cover and insurance prices that really only appeal to older and sicker people.
What is known as a death spiral. Now, the computer glitches will eventually be fixed. The bigger question is whether the provisions of the law will actually work and at what cost. Brett?
I mean, frankly, the administration was saying it's a good thing that these glitches are happening.
Well, yeah, they were explaining that all these people rushing to get in was a sign that how popular it was.
Okay, we'll see. Jim, thank you.